So far as we have done with the asynchronous call with JavaScript. Now this is the picture which show the left side as the synchronous call and right side is the asynchronous call. So synchronous call happens in case of ASP.NET application and MVC application also. So the whole form is submitted along with all the objects inside it, like text box, button, are submitted to the web server. And for this, a form tag is required, where we can write method is equal to post, method is equal to get, or something like a action is equal to something else. But in case of asynchronous call, only selected value will be sent through the query string selected value. So I will show you the selected value. So these are the selected value. We are sending age only through the query string. This is the query string parameter QRI age. Only age I am sending. So we can send selected value, not whole page is post back. So backend process required, which will be sent the result back to the client. So for this, one CS file, C# backend file is required. For this also one backend file or any API or anything will be required. I will tell you what are the other things we can do. Okay, then we'll show you. So here is the form asynchronous call. So when we are clicking, so we are getting the states because the code we have written alert. So these are the states of the Ajax JavaScript asynchronous object. So that is XML HTTP request object, and these are the states. So when the state is 4 means completed, so it is coming. Okay. In the previous application, in the previous example, we have the asynchronous call by using JavaScript. So these are the parts of the, this is the JavaScript function which is doing the asynchronous call. Okay, so this is the function, and this is calling the definition of the function, and we are calling from here. Okay, so we have to write this much code if we are going for plain JavaScript. So in case of plain JavaScript, we are creating the XML HTTP request here. Then on that HTTP request, XML HTTP request, we are have the on ready state change, and if state is 4, then we are getting the response text, and we are sending the request, asynchronous request, to this website, sorry, this web page with this query string, and this is caught here, and this is caught here. If not each post back, then we are getting the query string, and we are calculating and we are response.writing to the back to the client, and respond.end is compulsory. But now we are going to use jQuery, so that we do not need to write this much amount of code. Let's do that. We'll remove this code and we will write the jQuery code. Okay, we are going to remove this code now. And we have the code for jQuery. Okay, so this is the code for jQuery. Okay, so let's I will give a comparison to you. Okay, in this comparison, I will write the jQuery code below. Okay, this commented part is the jQuery code. So what we are doing here in the we are writing here XHR open in the plain JavaScript case. But here we are using the $Ajax. Then this code is here, same URL. Okay, $Ajax HTTP this. Okay. Then success. In the success, what we are doing, we are giving a alert of the data, and here data is response text. So I will uncomment this now. Okay. So actually I have to change this port after running. I'm not sure what is the port. Even if we can fix the port also, I will tell you how to fix the port. See, this line is same. I can copy this line directly. I am putting it here. Control B. Okay. Then in success, if it is success means this Ajax call is success through jQuery. Dollar means jQuery variable. Okay. If this Ajax call is success, then we are going to alert. We are going to put LBL result value through the data. Okay. So even we can write here response text. Here we can write anything, but we have to write response text. In case of pure JavaScript, this is the pure JavaScript code. Response text we have to write it compulsorily. But here we can write anything. I can write suppose DT1 or data, or I can write response data. I can write responded data. It is user defined. I'll copy it. I will paste it. Okay. Then I will give the same value to the LBL result jQuery. Okay. If error occur, we will show the error. Okay. Now we will remove the plain JavaScript code. Remove, because now we are using this function. We are using jQuery call for Ajax. So Ajax jQuery call. So it is so that we don't need to write the code for JavaScript, XML, HTTP request object. No need to create it. So everything is handled by jQuery. Okay. So let's run it. View solution explorer. What is that? Asynchronous call. We get this one. Set as start page. Okay. Then I will run it. Then I will see what is the port. First I will run it. I will run through. Run through Internet Explorer. Okay. So that we can debug in future. So I'm going to run it. So I am going to run it. Okay. If you are running and I am putting some value here, so I am getting an error here. We have written this code just now. Ajax call, but it is saying that dollar is not defined. Dollar is not defined means that jQuery related Java JS file is not referenced in this application. There is no jQuery reference. So we'll do for that. Okay, so we'll go to the NuGet package manager. NuGet package manager. I will write here jQuery internet is not connected, so I will connect to internet, then now internet is connected. So basically it is coming from the different source on the internet. So I will refresh it, searching for jQuery. So I will take this one, jQuery. This is the basic jQuery source. I will take it, install it. It will be installed in the web application. Okay. Okay, automatic script folder is created, and this is the jQuery. We can take it, min also. Close it. So I will reference it here. Generally, jQuery, any JavaScript functions, JavaScript files are referenced at the bottom of the page. For the efficiency of the page, we can put it in the bottom, not on the top. So I am going to here, drag it, jQuery min. Now the error will not come because this dollar required jQuery to be referenced. So dollar belongs to jQuery. Is the jQuery base function. So now we'll run this. There will be no error. Click. Not eligible. Okay. Because this is the alert. This is coming. Not eligible. Then the label will be filled after that. Click here. The label will be filled. It is saying that runtime error. Maybe that label is not available here. I will check whether particular label is available here or not. So what is the name of the label? The label is not here at all. So if we'll put this name, there is no label with this ID. Okay, we'll put this now. Okay, now we'll run this. Candidate is eligible. Okay, candidate is eligible because we put the label here. Okay, so now it is possible without the plain JavaScript functionality. We are using jQuery. So jQuery, this is the formula. I will tell you the formula. We have this formula, okay. $.ajax URL and options. So inside that options, we have, so this is options. This is the URL up to comma, it is URL, and this is the option. Okay. So I will show you here. I will copy, then I will go here, paste it. Okay, see URL, this is the URL. Okay, so I can write it as a variable here. Now we have the formula here. We are defining the URL. Okay, this is the URL of this backend function. We can calculate the eligibility from here, and we are passing the query as means as we are passing by taking the value from the input age id is equal to age. Okay, now we have a variable handle response. How to, after giving the get request to this URL, how to handle the response? This is the user defined. I defined this handle response. This is not JavaScript defined, but it is defined by me. Okay, user defined, and this is a JSON variable or Java's JSON variable. Okay, so success, what we will do in success, if it is success, okay, if the response is successful from this here without any error, then we are going to call this function. Okay, success is a function variable, so I'm mentioning this as function data. So this is compulsory, but you can make it as a like dt, and here we can write dt. So it is not it is user defined also. Okay, similarly we can make it dt data. So if it is successful, then we will call this function. If there is a error, we will call this function. Okay, so this is the formula. First URL, so formula is this one: URL $.ajax bracket and bracket, inside this URL comma handle response. This is our user defined variable, and this will be a JSON value, and this keyword is compulsory. You cannot change this keyword. You cannot change this keyword. Okay, but this is user defined. This too, we can write anything here. We can write anything here. Okay, but this keyword should be set there. So inside the function we have three things. One is URL, which URL we are going to call with query string, and how to handle the success or error. So we are handling the success error by this JavaScript variable by JSON object. It is in the form of JSON object, and the fn success is a function with these parameters. These two are fixed, but this is user defined. These two are fixed, this is user defined. Okay, so let's run it. I think we have already run it. We close it, run it. Coming to the back to the here we call, so it is coming here, call eligibility. So we are getting not eligible, two age is two not eligible, so it is coming here. Let's remove this alert. I commented this, save it, just to see whether post back is happening or not. Okay, you will put 56. If post back happen, it will run, it will move. Just mark here. Oh, sorry, I have to remove the breakpoint, then we can see very easily. Okay, suppose I am making it 2, 5, and just mark here it is moving or not. See, without move, it is changing. Suppose I am 59 without move, it's without post back, means without post back. I can click here, it is changing candidate eligible. But sometimes what happen, this is the syntax I am telling in a easy form. So sometimes what happen, the developer generally write like this. They copy this Here you can write so we can directly write like this. We mention the URL, put the URL here, then success. So we have a Java JSON. See, we have to keep these two also because this should be a JSON object. So we have to put it here, curly bracket, and after error function. After this we have a curly bracket. Okay, then it is okay. Just remove this. So this is also another form of syntax. It is directly we can write. Okay, we are calling the URL. Okay, or we can directly copy paste this URL here instead of URL. Okay, let's run it. Okay, without moving. Mark here. It is not changing, so no post back. Only asynchronous call. Let's check the error part. Okay, how it is happening. So for this, I am going to have a breakpoint here. Okay, I am going to put here some text in the edge. I am putting this. So calculatedly I am pressing here. It is going to the backend calculation function F10. It is coming to error part. So it is showing that internal server error. So we are getting an alert, internal server error. If we are putting it 67, okay, there will be no error. Okay, there will be no error.